What to do, what it is, YouTube? It's your buddy Dynamite here, aka MrBoxer.com, aka Mr. I Let Your Motherfucking Boy. So I'm here talking about the fight that happened tonight. Shit. Andre Berto versus Shawn Porter went down tonight. Let me start off by saying congratulations to Showtime Shawn Porter. He is the new number one contender for Keith Thurman's WBC welterweight championship of the world. So that means that we inevitably get Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman 2, which is sure to be a very entertaining fight, to say the very least. The first fight was very entertaining. Split decision victory for Keith Thurman, who is now the unified champion of the world. So we get to see part 2 to that fight, and all in all, it was just a really good. It's really good for boxing, that this is happening again, because we don't really, a lot of, over the years, we haven't seen too many like rematches. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of the initial fights, but usually most fighters, after they fight someone, they just kind of move the fuck on, and then you never hear about them ever wanting to fight in a rematch ever again. Well, the rematch is on the table. It's talked about. They even had Keith Thurman in the ring at the end of the fight to kind of help promote the second fight, and that kind of leads me to my next topic. Before I get into the details of the fight, let me just kind of talk about the aura surrounding the fight. Throughout this entire fight, there was this aura of the commentating. The commentating was just directed towards them wanting Shawn Porter to win. Shawn Porter was doing a good job on his own, but the commentating was just, it was kind of irritatingly biased this time around. It was on some HBO shit. I really wasn't feeling the commentating on this Showtime broadcast, and I normally like Showtime. I normally like Paulie Malignaggi. I normally like those other guys. I like their style. They're cool. But this broadcast, man, they were overwhelmingly biased. You know what I mean? And, to me, I'm indifferent. It didn't matter to me who won this fight. But, Andre Berto was landing some good shots in some rounds. And they were just, they would say it every once in a while. But, he would have to really land some huge shots for them to ever mention it. And I'm just like, well, goddamn, they're not going to talk about the little work that Andre Berto's doing, in some of those rounds, and then in addition to the commentating, the refereeing, oh my God, the ref was just pissing me the fuck off throughout this entire fight. It was annoying as shit. This ref would, every time that there was a so-called clash of heads, he would break up Andre Berto and Shawn Porter. He would break up the fight and literally for 2 minutes of a rest time for each fighter. And it was just like, come on, man, let them fight. And I noticed the only time he would break them up that long is when Andre Berto was getting some sort of momentum. You know what I mean? It was frustrating as shit. I'm sitting here watching the fight. I'm like, all right, damn, Andre Berto landed some good shots. All right, he's coming back. And then all of a sudden, clash of heads. And then you just see the ref break up the fight. But when Shawn Porter's ramming his motherfucking big ass tank head in a way, the ref don't break up the fight. He break him up for 1 second and let him fight right afterwards. It was annoying as shit, man. It really was, man. I really was not pleased with the commentating. It had a eerie feeling of just fix in the air. I didn't like, not that the fight was fixed like Andre Berto wanted to take a dive, but it was just, it was pretty clear who they wanted to win. And, I guess so, but don't make it so fucking obvious. It seemed real obvious to me, man. I thought Andre Berto did some real good work, and it wasn't getting mentioned. And I thought that if he would have got a little bit of time to shine in those few times that he did hurt Shawn Porter, because he did hurt Shawn Porter a few times during that fight, then we may have seen a different fight. I don't know for sure, but we may have seen a different fight. But anyway, aside from all that bullshit, because it is what it is, the fight's over. Shawn Porter won the fight. Let's talk about the fight itself, man. The fight was very brutal, man. This was a brutal ass motherfucking fight. Headbutts, blood, ramming. This was your standard Shawn Porter fight. That's one way how Shawn Porter was winning the fight, because it was a rugged, dirty, nasty, grimy, disgusting, filthy ass kind of fight, per Shawn Porter. He rams, he comes in, head down, swinging left to right, and he puts in some good work to the body. He does his thing. I'm not mad at Shawn Porter. That's just his style. At the end of the day, he controlled most of this fight, just doing what Shawn Porter does, being the busier fighter. And I said that in my prediction video that he was going to be the busier guy. He was going to be the more active guy. He's going to be, for the most part, the aggressor. And Andre Berto, in order for him to be successful, would have to land some effective counter shots and hurt Shawn Porter. But once again, Shawn Porter proves that he has a hell of a goddamn chin. To me, he took some hellish motherfucking shots. He took a hell of a few goddamn nasty uppercuts from Andre Berto and just kind of walked through them. Well, you know what? It was one shot in particular. Andre Berto hit him with this uppercut, and it looked like goddamn Shawn Porter's chin went through his goddamn head. You know what I mean? That's how hard the shot looked. And Shawn Porter just took the shot. I think that was the time where he had slipped or whatever. He threw the uppercut and hit him, and then he had slipped right after. And Shawn Porter just walked right through it like nothing happened. I'm just like, damn, this man got a goddamn chin. But yeah, man, I mean, Shawn Porter, the busier guy, he controlled the fight for the most part with his work rate. I thought Andre Berto did some good work. I gave him a few of the rounds that, the Showtime staff didn't. I think Showtime gave him like round 6 and round like 1 or some shit like that. I think I gave him like round 5 to maybe. So I think it was probably like at that point maybe like 3 rounds to 4 with the knockdown. Something like that. Yeah, man. But, all in all, I mean, Shawn Porter definitely, Shawn Porter pulled it out. He controlled the fight. And the stoppage I definitely did not see coming. I didn't think that. It's not that I didn't think that Shawn Porter had the ability to stop Andre Berto, but I just didn't think it would happen. I thought Andre Berto, and you know what? He didn't actually. You can tell he got hurt. But I didn't think that he would get. I thought Andre Berto would get through the fight without getting stopped. But I was wrong. Shit, I ain't afraid to admit it. I was wrong. Fuck all that. He ended up getting stopped. I thought it would go to the decision, but he ended up getting stopped. And that's just a testament to Shawn Porter at the end of the day, man. The guy's a tough guy. He kept going until he keeps going until his guy is out of there. You know what I mean? Shit. So I mean, I guess that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Anyway, all in all, those are my thoughts. A very good night for boxing. I'm gonna do another video talking about Charlo and Hatley, because that in itself was pretty goddamn good in itself. So I want to talk about that separately. But a good night for boxing, man. Congratulations once again to Showtime Shawn Porter on becoming the #1 contender for Keith Thurman's WBC welterweight championship, and we get to see Thurman versus Porter 2, which is sure to be a very entertaining fight, man. So like I said, congratulations once again to Showtime Shawn Porter. Andre Berto, I'm not sure where he goes from here. I mean, he definitely has some fights out there that he could take, but does he really want to? Does he really need to at this point? I don't know. I think he did good work in this fight. So, I mean, I could see him still fighting. Who knows? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hit it up in the comment section below. You could also hit me up on Twitter. I was on Twitter tonight while I was getting it popping. I said like 3 tweets. I was getting it popping on Twitter. Anyway, hit me up on Twitter, box X or X Die. You could also hit me up on Facebook, box -sign or -sign die. But until next time, it's your boy D Dynamite signing out. Holla at your motherfucking boy.